Okay, yeah.
Yesterday we have seen till subqual domain, and today let's see about rel-rec. Rel-rec is nothing but a relation records. Okay, simply we'll say that as a rel-rec. What is this rel-rec? Relation records. See, here relation record is nothing but suppose if you take AE domain, that means adverse event page. In AE page, what we'll have? Subject is having some AE. Okay, so he is having some headache, and for that headache he has taken some medication that is called concomitant medication. So some medication he has taken, and also this information will present in CM domain also, right? Because CM is nothing but a concomitant medication. What medication he has taken? He has taken some drug X, drug A. Why he has taken the drug A? Because of headache. So here headache won't be there, some code will be there, 101. What is this 101 adverse event? We don't know. So to check, to know about this 101, we need to refer AE domain. So here they will give code. 101 is headache, 102 is nausea, 103 is fatigue, something like that. Okay, now here we will link these two and we'll map this to the relation record. We'll create a new domain taking complete information. That is called a relation record. That means we are creating a relation between these two. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The main concept here is, see, in this example 101 is there. So what is this 101? What is that adverse event code? We don't know, right?
Yeah.
So to know that, again we need to open AE domain, adverse event domain, and we have to check what is there for 101.
Okay.
For 101 headache is there. Okay. So like this we can understand. So instead of referring two different domains, we can create a relation record. We will just give the information, map the information into another domain called rel-rec domain.
Mm.
And the next one is trial domain. Here we'll have a few domains called uh, trial arm, TA. Trial arm means how many arms it is having. And how many arms in the sense, how many different branches it is having. How many different sites they are conducting the, sometimes they'll conduct multinational studies also, one study in Thailand, one study in China, one study in India, or in India or different places at multiple sites. So all that information they'll list here, TA domain. And the next one is TE domain, trial element. TA is nothing but trial element. And remember one thing, very very important point is, in the trial domain, we will not find a subject information. An information purely about clinical trial will be there. So here trial elements. So for an example, yesterday we have seen here three elements are there. So what are the elements to be present in the study? That will be mapped into this domain, trial domain.
Yeah.
Okay. So here three elements are there. Only three observations we'll have, but not about the information about subjects. And TV, trial visits. How many visits are scheduled? So just again, as per yesterday's example, 4 visits are scheduled. So here they'll mention 4 visits are scheduled.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And trial summary also. The complete summary about the trial. And trial inclusion and exclusion criteria. As we discussed yesterday about inclusion and exclusion, right? So that information will be mapped here. And very very easy domains, these domains, and also very important because here, in case in an interview, if you say about subjects information in trial domains, then easily they can understand that you don't know about this domain. Because just note a point here, trial domains will not contain subject information,
Mm.
only trial level information will be there. Okay. And custom domains, even though if you have multiple domains, so many companies, what they will do, they'll create their own domains. Okay. So if any company is creating their own domain, then FDA says okay, create, but that domain name should start with either X or Y or Z. They have to start with these three letters. Do you understand?
Priya, little bit.
Confusion about what custom domain?
Yeah, yeah.
Custom domain is nothing but other than these domains. Whatever the domains here we listed, other than these domains, if any extra domains are there, because each and every company will not follow its own, it will follow its own regulations, right? Their own
Yeah.
norms.
Yeah.
So sometimes as per their guidelines, they have to create new domains. Custom domain is nothing but the company will create their own domain. Suppose if I had a company, I will not create any of these. Of course, even though if I create all these, I'll create an extra domain with an extra information.
Okay.
Okay, that domain name, what I should keep, I should not keep all these names, right? So that names also, it should have only two letters. In those two letters, the first letter should be either X or Y or Z. These three should be there. Any of these three. Okay.
Okay.
That is called custom domain. And here, interventions, events and findings. These three together we'll call them as general observation class. Okay, these three comes under general observation class. Clear?
Okay.
Any questions, Rajni? Till here?
Um, no, Priya.
Okay. And see, and all this will be divided into, all SDTM classes, it will be divided into three types, like domain level metadata, which is nothing but, metadata is nothing but a data or an information about data. A data about data is called metadata. Domain level metadata is nothing but how many domains we are having, what are those domains, all this comes under domain level metadata. For an easy purpose, understanding purpose. And variable level metadata.
Okay.
That means here into all these domains of the data set names, what and all variables we have to keep. That is also listed. See, everything is listed, we have to follow the guidelines, that's it. We should not create our own guidelines. Okay, variables also divided into different types. Based on core and then role. Based on core and role, they are divided into multiple types. The first one is based on core. Based on core, there are three types of variables. A required variable. What is meant by a required variable? Required variable means that is mandatory. That should present in the data and it should not contain any missing value. That is called required variables. Mandatory, and should not contain missing values. That means whenever we are sending data to the FDA, these all the required variables should present. Let's take an example here. Suppose if you take like subject ID, unique subject ID, sex, race, age, something like this. Here 101, male, Asian, 35. Now here, just think that without unique subject ID, will it make any sense? Without subject ID, if you send this information, whose information is this? How do you know that?
It should not be missing value then.
Yes,
Yeah. We
that
don't
means the
know.
variable should present, right? Without variable, we can't take value. So that variable should present, that is subject ID should be there.
Yeah.
And if that subject ID value is missing, again will it make any sense here?
Yeah. It should be.
Some value should be there.
Not. Yeah.
That means it should present, that is mandatory and should not contain missing values. That is called required
Yeah.
variable. Is that clear?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next one is an expected variable. Expected variable means that is mandatory, but it can take missing values. Okay. So that variable should present in the data set, but if it is having missing values also fine. Let's take in another example. Suppose now the trail they are conducting in two sites, site 1 and site 2. In site 1 they are collecting weight in kgs. Okay, in site 2 they are collecting weight in lbs.
Okay.
Now in real time we'll have two variables. One is called standard results, another one is original results.
Okay.
Okay. Now here standard result is kg. Sometimes original result and standard results will be same. Here the standard in for weight standard is kg. Okay. Here original result means what in what form they have collected, that is also kg. So that's fine. But here as the standard is kg, but originally they are collected in lbs. Right?
Okay.
Now here, if you don't have any one, you can calculate the other one, right? Suppose you had in only lbs. Can't you convert lbs to kgs?
Yeah, we can.
We can. Suppose we had only in kgs. We don't have lb. Here missing value is there. Can't we convert kg to lb?
Yeah.
We can, right?
Still we.
Yes, we can do that. So, but that variable should present. These variables should present, but if it is having missing value also fine, because we can generate the other value.
Okay.
Okay. Now the third type is permissible variable. Permissible variable means not mandatory. If we have, we'll take, or else we'll not take. And also it can take missing values. Even though if the variable is present or not present also, that doesn't affect the drug approval process. Okay, variable is present but value is not there. That is also fine. Like for an example, when collecting BP values, what is the vital signs position? Whether they are collected in standing position or sitting position or lying position or bending position, will that matter? If they are collecting in sitting position, okay, then only will FDA will approve. If they are collecting in standing position, will they reject the drug approval process?
No.
No, that doesn't affect, right? So these comes
Yeah.
under permissible variables. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see based on role. What is the work? What is the role of the? Now based on role, we had identifiers. Identifiers means which identifies the record. For an example here, we can take an example, U sub ID, AE term, AE start date, AE end date, AE action taken. Now here unique subject ID 101 is having headache, started on 12th March 2017 and ended on 13th March 17, and action taken some drug A. Now here, which is identifying the record? Which variable is identifying the record?
001. Sorry, 101.
Yes, 101, right? That means this is an 101 subject record. This is 102 subject. So here unique subject ID is an identifier.
Yeah.
Like study ID, domain, all these comes under
Unique okay.
unique subject ID, or all these comes under identifiers. That means which identifies the record.
Okay.
Next one is topic variable. What is this topic variable? About what we are talking here?
So talking about topic like headache.
Mm. Yes. Here the topic is headache.
Yeah.
So here
AE
headache
term.
started, headache ended, headache action taken, right?
Yeah.
So the topic is AE term here.
Yeah.
Just think, without headache, if you talk about all these things again, will it make any sense?
No.
No, right? So that is a topic variable.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is qualifier. Qualifier means which tells about topic variable. Here, what is telling about topic variable?
What is telling about?
Hmm. What is
Uh,
telling about headache?
headache like it started and ended. These are
Yes, these comes under timing variable, another type. Action
okay. Okay.
taken. For what they have taken this drug? For
Oh,
headache. That means
headache.
this is a qualifier, this is a topic variable, right?
Okay.
So here action
Okay.
taken is a qualifier, which tells about,
Okay.
qualifiers always tells about topic variable.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and the next one is timing variable. Timing variables are nothing but like start date, end date, start time, end time, like that.
Okay.
All this comes under timing variable. And the last type of variables are rule variables. And this rule variable will find only in trial domains. Okay. What is that
Okay.
rule variable? Okay, here like as we discussed, three elements are there. What is the rule that to say that here screening has started? For an example, signing an informed consent form. Okay, if they can sign the consent form, screening starts. That is a start rule. What is the end rule? After signing informed consent form, 7 days. So that is an informed end rule for that. What is the
Okay.
start rule for treatment? I'm saying just for an example. All these points will change will differ from study to study. Okay, that means to start or to end some element, they should have some point, right? To say,
Huh.
okay, here screening stopped. Okay, treatment started. What is that treatment started? When they started? After 1 week of screening, they started treatment. Okay, that is a treatment start rule. Like that end rule.
Okay.
So start rules, end
Okay.
rules and all will be there only in the trial domains.
Okay.
Any questions? Is
Okay.
that clear?
Huh.
Okay. Now let's discuss about variables. What are the different types of variables we had here? Okay. Now we know about different types of variables. Let's discuss about the variables here. In DM domain, what and all variables we'll have.
Okay.
Now in DM domain, we'll have variables like study ID, domain, subject ID, which is nothing but unique subject ID, and site ID. For each and every site, they'll have one ID. What is meant by unique subject ID? See, we'll
Like
have subject ID also. Subject ID and investigator ID, all these. See here, suppose subject ID is like this. Subject ID, they are having like 101.
okay.
Okay, and site ID is A1, is site ID. Now here another site also there, subject ID and site ID. They are conducting in two different sites. Here A2 site. Suppose if statistician asked, okay, I need an 101 subject information. Which 101 subject? Whether from site 1 or from site 2? How do we know that?
Okay, he's need to mention then.
Yes, so here they'll create a unique subject ID by just simply based on their rules. Either they'll concatenate like this. So here also they'll create one. Here 101A2. Now if they want any subject information, if they say this one 101A2 means only one subject will be there. 101A1 only one subject will be there. Do you understand?
No, Priya.
Okay, this number uniquely will be there, unique subject ID. Based on all the sites, very uniquely they will have that number. How do they form this unique subject ID? They will concatenate. Here see, they are concatenating in this example subject ID hyphen and then A1, right?
Huh.
So depending on their requirement, sometimes they will concatenate the investigator ID also.
Huh.
Okay, so study ID also they'll concatenate. All that and all they'll give the formula. We no need to worry how to take this unique subject ID.
Okay.
Okay, and the next variable is, see, just simply think about demographic. Demographic means what will be there? A general information. I have shown you CRF. Do you remember CRF?
I saw yesterday, Priya. CRF, no, it's paper CRF is shown me.
Yeah, right. So here see, site number, that is nothing but site ID, subject number, subject ID, subject initials. Here I told you, the CRF name will be the domain name, and in that each column will become a variable name.
Okay.
Okay, so demographic means generally we'll have like country, right, race, age units. So all these and ethnicity, and what else we'll have? Birth date. Here we have to write birth DTC. And next, and also we'll have a variables. Oh, sex also will be there. I forgot that. What else will be there? Subject ID, domain, usage ID. Okay. Now here we'll have few other variables also like arm. Arm and arm code. Arm and arm code are nothing but planned arm and planned arm code. What is the treatment here? Arm is nothing but for the treatment. These arm and arm code are the planned ones. We'll have actual ones also. Actual like ACT, actual arm code. What are these arms and arms? These are about treatment. Okay, so these are the planned treatments. These are the actual treatments. What is the difference between planned and actual? For an example, if you take in blinded studies, suppose there are two treatments. Okay, treatment A and then treatment B. Now to the subject it was told like, okay, we are going to give you a treatment A. But what they will do, they will not give treatment A, instead they will give treatment B. Do you understand here?
Yeah, Priya.
To the subject they told, okay, we are going to give treatment A. This is planned. But actually what they are giving? They are giving treatment B. So this is a planned treatment, this is an actual treatment. No, sorry, this is planned and this is an actual treatment. Sometimes both will be same. Sometimes they may not same.
Okay.
So do you understand the difference between actual and planned?
Yeah, Priya.
Whatever they are saying is planned, Whatever they planned is the planned treatment, and whatever they are giving is an actual treatment.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
that is the difference between planned and actual. And also we'll have some other variables like reference start date, RFST, DTC, and reference end date. What is this reference start dates and end date? This is
So when the
nothing
drug is
but, sorry?
when drug is when the drug is started taking and when
Yes.
drug is started ended, huh?
Yes. Date when subject starts taking dose.
Okay.
That is nothing but when they started
Reference start.
taking the treatment, the first date. When they started taking, that is a start date.
Okay.
Or the randomized date also. Sometimes randomized date and the start date will be same, sometimes they may not same. Suppose
Okay.
they divided into group A and group B, few people.
Okay.
Okay, on what basis? They have randomized them, right? This
Mm.
randomization happened today, and treatment also they can start from today or from tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So reference start date means either the randomization date or the first dose taken date.
Okay.
And reference end date means date when the subject, when the study ends.
Huh.
That is called the,
Reference hundred.
yes.
Huh. Okay.
But actually here, from 3.1.3 onwards version, here I told you this is as per 3.1.2, right? From
Yeah.
3.1.3, we had, they added few extra variables. Because here, if you have randomization date and the first dose date, how can you identify here if they are different? Do you have another variable?
No.
No. So what they have done from 3.1.3, they have introduced few more variables. That is nothing
Okay.
but reference, RF, X start date. X is nothing but the, uh, this is nothing but the first dose date or the second dose date. This is the
Mm.
randomization date.
Okay.
So here, if it is the, because treatment and all, it will not happen in a single visit or a single treatment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they have taken first dose date, RF1 STDTC, this X represents the number of the dose.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
also same way we'll have reference end date, RFX ENDTC.
Okay.
What is the last dose date? When they have taken the last date.
Okay.
And reference PENDTC. This is nothing but participant end date. Participant end date means the date on which subject left the study. It is not, we can't guarantee that subject will be there till the end of the study, right? If he is getting more side effects, what will happen? In between, he'll stop the study, right? He will leave the study.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is called reference RF, participate end date.
Hmm.
And also, if the subject died, so then also here we'll have one uh, variable, death date. Always remember, dates always ends with C. See, birth date, DTC, reference start date, end date here. See, all that is, this C represents the character variable.
Hmm.
That means here mostly dates will be in a character form.
Hmm.
Okay, and we'll have flag also. This flag, death flag. This death flag tells whether subject dies or not. Okay, here if it is saying subject died, S. So when he died, death date. Here subject died, no is there. He's still alive. So here the date will be missing. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if you can able to remember few of these variables, that is good enough.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and also sometimes in interviews, if they ask you, okay, what and all the new variables that added in 3.1.3, you can say all this. Even actual also comes here
Okay.
from 3.1.3.
Huh.
Okay, all these initially it will be confused, but once we start the programming, so we have to derive all these variables. So if you do the same domain 3 or 4 times, definitely we can remember these variables.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, simply just think about demographic. Okay, what is meant by demographic and what type of variables we can keep. If you think about demographics, all these basic things we can remember, right?
Huh, huh.
Okay, and remember about treatment and dates. So you can remember all these.
Okay.
Okay, and here for each domain we'll have a structure. You have to remember here few things like what is the topic variable here, about what we are talking here. Topic variable. Topic variable is the subject ID. We are talking about subject ID, right?
Huh.
This subject, what is that subject birth date? What is the country of his or her uh, subject? What is their age, ethnicity? All these data belonging to whom? About subject. So here topic variable is subject ID and identifiers. What is the identifier here? Identifier is the study ID. Study ID, domain and USubj ID. These three comes under identifiers. Okay, and very important thing is structure. What is this structure? Structure is nothing but here one record per subject. That means in this DM domain, if you are having 100 observations that means 100 subjects are there. Each and every subject should have only one record. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, for the single subject, all these will not change, right?
Yeah.
So only one record should be there. If the treatment changes, here we have multiple variables. We can increase the variable numbers. Like
Yeah.
first date, second dose date, third dose date, like that. But only
Huh.
one observation should be there, one record per subject.
Yeah.
Okay. So clear about DM?
Yeah, Priya.
Okay. The next one is SV domain. Here, in SV domain also, what and all variables we'll have? SV is nothing but, what is meant by SV? Subject
SV.
visit.
Subject visits.
So here we'll have study ID, domain, USubj ID. These will be there in all the domains. Common,
Okay.
because without this we can't make any record, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
just think about the domain name, subject visit. That means information about visits, right?
Okay.
How many visits are there? Visit. And also for visit is a character variable. We'll have a numeric version also like visit num. Numeric version of that variable.
Hmm.
And what is the visit start date? SV subject visit start date, subject visit end date, and then visit DTC, visit date, and then visit date. Here, what is this visit DTC? Visit DTC is nothing but actually scheduled date for subject to visit. When it was scheduled to the subject, that is the suppose it was scheduled on Jan 10th. Okay, visit 1 scheduled on Jan 10th. Sometimes he can attend on Jan 10th, sometimes he may not attend on Jan 10th, right?
Yeah.
If he can't attend on Jan 10th, can they reject them due to this reason?
No.
So due to his personal reasons or something, so if subject fails to come on actually scheduled date, on this date, if he fails to come, then he will come on another date, right?
Yeah, another day you can come.
So
Yeah.
that date is nothing but the subject visit start date.
Okay.
Okay. When he first attended the site, that is the first date, and the end date is the last date when the subject visits.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah, Priya.
So many reasons will be there, like he had his personal reasons, or sometimes, okay, on that visit actually they have to take some laboratory equipments, laboratory test, or they have to
Yeah.
take ECG. Okay, ECG
Oh,
machine is not working, so what to do? They'll give another date, right? Okay, today ECG machine is not working, please come on tomorrow. That
okay.
tomorrow will be the subject visit start date.
Okay.
Okay. So clear? On
Huh.
what day? That day is nothing but we had a difference between date and day,
Okay.
right? Date
Oh.
includes day, month and year. This is just simply
Mm.
visit day. On which day?
Oh.
And here also for each and every what is that domain, we should know these three things. What is the topic variable there? Here
Mm.
the topic variable is about what we are talking here. About visits, right?
Mm.
That complete information is based on this name itself, subject visit. Okay, so visit is a topic variable and identifiers are same. And here
Oh.
one record per subject per visit. Suppose here four visits are there. That means for a single subject, 101 subject should have only four records. One record per
Mm.
each visit. For a first visit, he should not have two records. Whatever the information is there during the first visit, they have to collect in the form of a single record.
Mm.
Clear?
Yeah.
Next one is subject element. So subject element here, what and all. As I told you, these are the common variables. Study ID, domain, use subject ID.
Okay. Yeah.
And here element. Element is an what element? Screening, treatment, follow-up like that based on their study.
Element.
And element will have a, element is a full form, element code is the short form. Always CD is the codes are the short ones.
Okay.
Okay. So here
Code means CP code means is it
EP code is nothing but suppose here treatment is there, full form TRAT, treat
okay.
MENT, will they'll write like that. But here they'll just give you a code like TRT.
Okay.
That is not a short form is nothing but a code.
Huh.
And subject element start date.
Huh.
Subject element end date. When the what is that element starts, what is the
Yeah.
end date for that? And
Huh.
also TAETORD element order. So is the screening first or treatment first or the follow-up first? Which one is first? So screening
Mm.
first. They'll give the order numbering for that. And then epoch. Epoch I told you, right? Multiple elements will form a single epoch. Suppose here you had three treatments or four treatment. All those four treatments, treatment 1, 2, 3, 4 are the treatments, elements, and treatment is an epoch like this. These are the elements here. Screen, treatment 1, 2, 3 and follow up are the elements. Treatment is an epoch. Combining, grouping of these three elements is called an epoch.
Okay.
Okay. Now here also we'll have topic variable. These are common always. What is the topic variable here? About what we are talking? About elements, right? element code, element start date, end date, element order, epoch. All these are, this is a topic variable. And identifiers, as I told you, they are same. And structure. One record should be there per subject per element. Suppose there are 3 elements. So for each element, the subject should have only one record. Screening. If he attended for screening means only one record should be there. They should not take 2 records for screening. By this simple exam structure, we can able to say how many records will be there for each and every subject. This structure is mainly very important. Suppose if they have given you SE domain, and in that SE domain, if you observe that there are 2 records or multiple records per a single element, then you can identify it as an error.
Okay.
Next one is comments. Comment means here we'll have like study ID domain in subject ID common domain, and also here we'll have R domain. I'll tell you what is that. R domain, and then ID where, ID where val, comment reference, and comment val 1, comment val 2, like this. Happened. Shit. Okay. Now like this. What is this? Study ID domain, you know. R domain. What is an R domain? R domain is nothing but in the comment, okay, we will write study ID some 10, some study ID SCL002. This is the study ID. In this study ID, here domain name, always domain name will be the CO domain, right? And from which domain they are taking comment, how do you know that? R domain is nothing but relative domain. Suppose if you have any comment from VS domain, so here we'll write VS. If you have any comment from EX domain, then we'll write EX. If you have any comment from SE, we'll write SE. You should know, right, from where we are getting that comment. Are you getting?
Yeah, Priya. You said anyway, in every domain we can see comments.
Yes, that comment from, how do you know that whether that comment is taken from EX or SE or VS or some other domain?
Yeah.
So here we'll name that domain.
Okay. Okay.
And comment reference or purpose. For what purpose they are taking that comment? And also what is that comment we have to write here, right? So that comment, whenever we are writing the comments, that comment should not exceed 200 characters.
Okay.
If more characters are present, then we have to split that.
Okay.
Like comment value 1, 2, 3, 4, like that we have to split and we have to use them. That is the, what is that? Comment values.
Oh, is it comment values? Okay. Okay.
And here the topic variable is coval, comment val.
Okay.
So now I think we have completed special purpose domain. Okay,
Yeah.
special purpose class. So tomorrow let's discuss about interventions and all this. Okay, about each and every variable. And also just go through the SDTM implementation guide once. I think I have sent you already. Here everything is listed. See here, if you go to page number 13, whatever the information I told you also is there here. Both type of variables and all that.
Okay.
Now here we'll see different things. So here click on the DM domain. See here one record per subject is the structure and these are the variable names. And what type of
Okay.
variable is that? Either character variable or numeric variable, or what is the role of that and what is the core. So from here, if you try to remember always only the required and expected variables. If you can be able to remember extra, then remember these permissible, or else just try to remember all the required and expected. At least 10 to 15 from each domain.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Huh, huh. అంటే మనకి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తర్వాత